Good morning. My name is Dave Zollner. I'd like to talk a little bit about Benghazi and what happened, or what seems to have happened, and why it happened. WorldNet Daily this morning put out an interesting article that clearly explains in detail as to why the ambassador was murdered, along with the 3 other Americans. And the reason they were murdered is because when President Obama decided to attack or invade Libya to oust Colonel Gaddafi and his regime, what he did was he opened up a hornet's nest. And the reason that is as bad as Gaddafi might have been, what he didn't allow he didn't allow the bad guys to come into his country. The bad guys meaning Al-Qaeda. And now that Gaddafi is no longer there, no longer alive, by President Obama giving the insurgents weapons and bombing, our Air Force actually bombed some of the areas in Libya to help remove the soldiers and the people that were trying to protect Gaddafi. What he did was, again, he opened up a hornet's nest by allowing the Al-Qaeda to get a firm foothold. Now, one of the other problems is that when Obama is launching Predator missiles at some of these insurgents, then they're doing things that the Al-Qaeda can't do. They don't have Predators, they don't have Hellfire missiles, but what they do have is they do have the weapons that in most cases we've given them. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if the ambassador and those 3 other Americans were killed by grenades or rocket launchers that were given by America to the insurgents. And now what we have is the Al-Qaeda has established a strong foothold in that part of the world, and so has the Muslim Brotherhood. And what's really fascinating about this is that our Congress did absolutely nothing after President Obama, without congressional approval, went ahead and launched a war against another country. Congress is required to provide approval. There has been no president ever in our history as a country where the president, by his own desire to do what Obama did without congressional approval. And even after it happened, there wasn't an uproar with Congress. And one of the reasons is our government really doesn't work. And the reason that it doesn't work is because you have the House of Representatives on one side, you have the Senate on the other side. And if they're controlled by different factions, such as our government is at the present time, the House of Representatives really can't do anything without the Senate's approval. And the Senate is not going to approve anything that's going to be detrimental to their democratic values. So what you end up with is a stalemate. And we can't afford a stalemate. And that's why we have to vote for Republicans to take over the Senate. Republicans must control the House as well. And we need a Republican president to prevent this nation from going over the fiscal cliff that it absolutely will if Obama is not removed from office. Thank you.